Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. And ladies and gentlemen, before I get into it, please check my Udemy course for lectures 111 to 115 as new A-rated cryptos have been posted that you should be taking advantage of before this massive altcoin season takes place. I also, in my OnlyFans, in the description below, posted a powerful trade. Please take a look if you're interested. And we have this from the blockchain backer showing where we could be relative to the 2015 price chart. Ladies and gentlemen, is it possible that we're currently in a state of limbo? Is it possible that before we go in this massive altcoin season, we have to wait a little bit before we take off? Absolutely. It's getting those people that aren't serious out of the market. They have the media campaigns dissuading you from getting in crypto after they spent the last few months making sure you bought the peak. Ladies and gentlemen, the media is there to manipulate you. Us researchers, TA analysts, and the XRP community are here to try and help you. You're not gonna lose money. We just have to wait it out. Ladies and gentlemen, it gets boring sometimes when we trade sideways. But trust me when I tell you the greatest altcoin season in the history of mankind being led by XRP will take place. And I am screaming at the top of my lungs with urgency. You must be in before we take off. Because with the snap of a finger, everything can change. I have a feeling things are going to move quickly. Specifically when utility begins. We can only get so far with speculation, FOMO, and hype. But we're going to get into the stratosphere with utility. And we're going to get real deep into that in this video. First of all, we have this update from Jeremy Hogan. He states, why has the SEC had closed settlement meetings, but they've been rescheduled 8 times? He speculates it's because the director of enforcement appointed back in April resigned after only a couple days, and a new director was only appointed a couple days ago to start July 26th. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very important. These settlement meetings are something we have been keeping our eye on for a while, and something that I thought could be heavily correlated to this Ripple SEC case. I believe it is, but now I understand the reason for why things have not been coming out of these meetings and why it's been getting pushed back and delayed. I can see clearly now, and all of you should pay very close attention over the next few weeks what happens from these meetings. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we have this from Crypto Eddie. 3 massive things we can confirm. Even with the last financing round for Ripple, SBI is the largest shareholder with almost 9%. In 2020, 40% of all blockchain-related projects around the world used R3's core to blockchain. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Quincy Jones going around as a core developer, and he's telling all of us that XRP is chosen. That is a foregone conclusion. And if you don't got it by now, you just not gonna get it. Get on board. It's money in the back end. And guys, Ripple became the largest external shareholder of MoneyTap with a 33% share. MoneyTap, in my opinion, will use XRP and will be a powerhouse in Japan. Japan, in my personal opinion, could be a massive, massive catalyst at any given moment for XRP's utility and adoption. Yoshitaka Kitao has been trigger happy with wanting to use XRP for a while. The biggest bull on the planet on XRP, in my opinion. And Japan is hosting these Olympics. I think I remember very vividly that they stated a year ago plus actually, but still relevant, that XRP could be used during the Olympics. There was a petition that was put out years ago trying to see if XRP could be the official crypto of the Tokyo Olympics. I'm curious to see, seeing that we have a year delay to these Olympics due to this health crisis, whether or not we see some speculative utility at these games. I'm only speculating that this is possible. I'm not saying it's going to happen. But I remember people talking about this for a while now, and it's something exciting that could happen. Yoshitaka Katao is in the ear of the Japanese Prime Minister. And there's a lot of Forex issues that takes place at Olympic Games that XRP could solve. Ripple owning a third of SBI's MoneyTap, and SBI owning about 9% of Ripple. It's a match made in heaven for a potential utility for XRP. Let's see if it happens in the Olympic Games. But don't be shocked if it does. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta get a little deeper into the ISO 20022 standard. Because big banks have backed Swift's new platform, and the ISO 2002 standard is set for adoption by at least 90% of the world's public and private high-value networks over the next 4 years. It'll be a slow and steady process towards full-blown 100% adoption. But in the meantime, the price appreciation of our cryptos are going into the stratosphere. The new ISO 2002 messaging standard, in combination with APIs, can address multiple pain points hobbling cross-border payment flows, including sanctions, AML and identity, and voice reconciliation, message translation, and end-user transparency of speed and fees. Swift was originally expected to roll out full support November this year for ISO 20022, but it's been kicking the can down the road, and they stated around the end of 2022 is when it'll be fully launched. They cited technical issues with industry adoption, but if you're frustrated, that's short-sighted thinking. Price appreciation can come before then. And all I'm telling you is, from this beautiful video made by XRP right now, give them a follow. We see explicitly stated on the Federal Reserve's website, the ISO 2002 standard. XRP is explicitly named and is a part of this standard. Swift will use XRP. R3 will use XRP, and they're right here with Corda. IBM, Stellar will be used in the ISO 2002 standard. Algorand will be used. Zenfin XDC will be used. And IOTA. These are all ISO 20022 compliant, ready to go, part of the ecosystem, and they are all 100x cryptos in my opinion, if not more. Is that hype? I think that's predicting the future. I believe in these values, and I believe this standard will cause a tidal wave of money to flow into these cryptos. Don't believe me? It doesn't matter. You might get left behind if you wait too long. At around the same November 2022 deadline, the IMF pushed back the SDR revaluation. Ladies and gentlemen, it states right here, and I remember showing this to you, that this revaluation was delayed 10 months into July 2022. This is important because it's all aligning for a reset of the financial system into an eSDR. And it's the perfect storm for XRP. We have all the partnerships. We've been in all the back rooms. We've seen all the meetings. Now it's just a matter of seeing the rollout plan, the story, how they go about this. Remember, guys, we reached $2 based on speculation while being delisted and sued by the SEC. We can still rise in value in any given moment. And just because we're getting a perfect picture that's showing the mass adoption could be coming in 2022, that does not mean the price will not appreciate in value much before then. I remember Rob Art stating $7 to $13 is a foregone conclusion for XRP right now. And let me show you more evidence that Rob Art is a sniper. And let me show you more evidence that Rob Art is someone you should be listening to. One of the great chart analysts in this community. He predicted the 15-cent XRP bottom in the bear market, and is now predicting the $7 to $13 XRP that we all expect. The sky's the limit from there, but expect those values.
As you well know, I've been waiting for lows for a very long time. People are asking me, are these the lows I've been talking about, and what do I mean by new lows? By new lows, I mean that we're going below 0.2488 cents. So below 0.24 cents. Anything below that is a new low, because that's the lowest point for this year for XRP ever since the crazy bull run. People are asking for some kind of indicator. What am I looking for? I'm not telling you to do this, guys. I'm just telling what I'm looking for. To me, if XRP drops below the last low of 0.39 cents, that's an indicator that my market speculation has been correct, and I'll be waiting to buy at 0.23 cents, at 23 cents, at 19 cents, and 15 cents. That's when I will buy. Why will I do that? Because I have a big XRP stash and I'm happy with the stash I have. If I wasn't happy, I'd still be buying.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's so important. Ladies and gentlemen, chart analysts fill in the gaps for us. We can read the news, but if we can't see the charts, we are half blind. What they do is that they use technical indicators to show the best times to buy and best times to sell. And it's also important, all of you know, that if someone who's correctly projecting the bottom of a bear market is telling you where the price is going to go, that's 14 to 26x from here, minimum. Something Rob Art stated at the end of that clip was that if he's content with his XRP bag, he's willing to wait on his chart analysis and be patient to buy the lower prices. That's important to note, because if you aren't content with your XRP bag, you have to continue dollar cost averaging and buying at prices like this, because you do not have the amount of XRP you need and feel confident in to retire. Me personally, at this point, I can afford to be greedy and wait just in case. I'm not rushing in to buy a lot of cryptos because I've already purchased on the way down to these values, and I'm waiting just in case a massive correction does come to buy yet again. The best strategy to do is always to keep accumulating. The best strategy to do is to be in this game. I'd also like to take the time out to give a massive thank you to MrLevelUp, someone who's been getting bashed as an analyst in this community for a while because he had a bearish stance on this market while everyone is bullish. He correctly predicted the price targets for when XRP dipped during the SEC lawsuit, and then he also correctly projected this downturn, this correction, to a T. Please give him a follow, as I'm going to cap off this video for today by showing you Congressman Emmer telling you that crypto and digital assets are going to be an important part of the new financial system. Regulators are now discussing this in the highest levels of government, and it's because this financial system is going to reach the highest levels of finance. XRP and numerous other cryptos are integrated into this. And never forget it. We're almost there. Stay the course. Persevere. Our wealth is waiting for us in the future. And the only thing that doesn't stop is time. We're gonna get there. You're either gonna be in or you're gonna watch from the side. 2022 seems to be an extremely special year. But in the meantime, I expect praise to come. Until then. This is the Bearable Bull here, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. And I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
Financial technology and cryptocurrency are the future of the global financial system. In general, fintech lowers the barriers to entry to the traditional financial system and offers all consumers, no matter where they are, the ability to access convenient financial services at low competitive costs. Cryptocurrency is no exception, as we have seen from the huge consumer demand for these innovative assets backed by technology that is permissionless, open, and private. Cryptocurrency allows people to transact with each other in real time across borders for very little cost in a way that is so transparent and verifiable that it maintains more trust, actually more trust, than traditional financial transactions with a third-party intermediary. Most importantly, cryptocurrency and blockchain technology unlock access to opportunity. The open source nature of these technologies offer millions of Americans the opportunity to study the underlying code, develop blockchain projects, and launch their own businesses, all without having to ask anyone for permission. That's an incredible opportunity.
You want to know how to be a successful investor? The answer is stay with what you know. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to TV people, internet people. Just stay with what you know. If I told you you can only have 20 investments in your life, you would be very careful. You wouldn't be jumping in and out, listening to hot tips every day, every month. You would stay with what you know and you would become a successful investor. Everybody watching this knows a lot about something, whether it's fashion or cars or sports or something. When you see something that you know is going to be successful and exciting, don't just say, oh, that's going to be great. Don't tell all you. Then you go and you do your research and you figure out how to and if you should invest and how to invest, and then you invest. You will know it long before I will, or long before other people in the investment community. You will also know when to sell, because you will know when something's going to change again. Nobody likes to hear it. Everybody wants a hot tip. Everybody wants to be rich this month. In those days, we did nothing but focus and concentrate and dig deep and dig deep and dig deep.